think that's nasty, pal?
I'll show you fucking nasty.
Finish him!
Nasty.
That's nasty, pal.
I'll show you.
Falcon! Shut up!
Finish him!
Okay guys, we are going to go into this game. I will not be casting the game. It will be quick flick drop and LoL Smasher will be casting the game if he's up to it. Are you up to it? Yes, he's up to it. So we'll try him out. I think this will be the first League of Legends game he casts. So we are going to the champion select in just a couple seconds. Yep, here we are. So LoL Smasher.
How you doing, boys?
So hey guys, welcome back to day 2 of the Gaming420 tournament. guys.
We'll be fixing the audio a little bit when we start this game, so.
Alright, so we have Majin versus Feed Sports playing today, starting it off, and we have an early Lucian pick against what looks like a mid lane Kale, chosen in by Majin. But Kale as of now is pretty overpowered in the jungle as well. Oh my god, I mean, given the Feral Flare and the Runan's Hurricane, she literally wreaks havoc in team fights, and her passive being so strong, the Reckoning, it shreds people's armor and MR. In early game it's a huge problem because you can't people don't really go right off the bat building armor or MR, so she can really eat through defenses. The classic lane, Lucian Leona. It's a pretty aggressive lane that they have there. Surely they have to capitalize on early kills. And okay, we have a slightly safer pick in the Tristana by Clock Majin. So the jump away is going to be used pretty often, given the fact that you have a Lucian Leona.
It's a weird pick for Clock Majin. We haven't seen a Warwick or a Kale, let alone a Tristana.
Yeah, it's actually, it seems to be that they're going more, they're countering, they're taking more countermeasures than actually offensive. Because the Kale's intervention will be a savior for sure in team fights, because you have such a ham team. You have Lucian, Udyr and Leona. Oh, there you go, a Shyvana pick. So they've got an all-in team composition there. So I think these are smart picks by Clock Machine. Warwick though being the only kind of initiation that they have possible. But I don't know how strong that would work out, because Team Feed don't lack CC in any ways whatsoever. They have all the CC they need in Leona, in Udyr, Shyvana if she manages to land her ult in the form of a knockback. So Warwick is going to have a hard time diving in.
Indeed.
Clock Majin on the other hand have a very, very strong late game composition. Oh, we have the Orianna coming in middle.
I think that's going to work well with the team comps like that.
It's definitely going to work out really well. She has so many options. She has a Shyvana dragon forming in.
Yeah.
She has Leona who can E into the enemy team to set off the shockwave. And if Udyr gets in a good spot, given his flash and the movement speed he gets off his E and the passive monkey form, he could as well help Orianna set the shockwave off. They're looking for early blood.
Yeah, there's a lot of CC there. I mean, Leona, like you said, Orianna Leona is going to be great in terms of CC the entire team if they're able to land it. So I guess we'll see how they manage.
Standard summoners on going across both teams. Shyvana running the teleport, this is new. Come on, SYXD, lock that Rengar in.
Yeah, that's gonna
That's
gonna be the most unconventional match we've casted in a while. Seriously, that.
Okay. Equal amounts of aggression. So Shyvana really has to, rough it out till about level 7 or 8 when she gets her power spike. Because Riven's gonna eat her up if she were to, even try and match up to her where DS and other opinions are concerned.
Asking for car money. It's a scam.
And looks like we have very smart and well thought out picks. Team Feed going for a very strong early game comp with a lot of dive potential, with multiple ways of initiation, and Clock Machine countering that really well with the Kale and Tristana. Tristana for her disengage and her late game range being insane, so she should not be in too many problems. Kale with her intervention, which I'm guessing would be to save the Warwick, would be jumping in.
Yeah. I reckon what Feed Sports has to do is really get that aggression down on Tristana very early on.
But one thing that I feel that Feed Sport have to keep in mind is Orianna cannot afford to miss out on an ult. Their team composition breaks apart if Orianna's ult is not at least on 3 members of
I guess the savior there would be a Shyvana ulti to sort of gather everybody in place.
Exactly, but I think Luck Machine would be aware of it. Let's say you have a Mad Life-ish Thresh. I've seen many Threshers play Shyvana away mid-ult. Oh my god, that stings when that happens. That really hurts.
Well, let's hope we get some good games today. And we see it in the finals. So yeah, this is day 2, and I believe we are playing the losers bracket. The last couple matches of the loser bracket, and then we'll move on to the semifinals and then the finals. So this is the last day of the tournament, and yeah, hopes for good games.
It's shaping up to be quite a good game, at least where Champ Select is concerned. One really interesting thing is the Braum ban. Team Feed having banned out Braum. Their first pick being Lucian. Well, it is actually a very safe ban, as Braum is considered to be really overpowered when it comes to bot lane, given his solo kill potential as well as his initiation and his stun. But as of now, I feel the strongest bot lane possible is Braum Lucian. I mean, I've seen it working multiple times. It does not fail. Like, all he has to do is mark someone with his Q. Lucian sets off his Q with 2 auto attacks. You get a guaranteed stun, and which is 90% of the time a guaranteed kill. It would have been very interesting to see how someone would, match up to that sort of bot lane. But then again, Lucian Leon is equally dangerous. The high amount of crowd control that they have in bot lane. It's gonna be all up to the Thresh.
Yeah,
though.
that Braum ban, I mean, like you said, is also because of Lucian, but because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the first game Pluckmagine played, they played a Braum support and they completely wrecked that bottom lane. So I
There you
reckon,
go.
yeah, I reckon it's they're banning out comfort picks for Pray for Serbian.
Braum has a very wide and versatile kit. It's really hard to get around him as a support. His main tool, even though people say, oh, his stun is really overpowered as of now, but his main tool being the wall, being the ability to block 3 auto attacks, one behind the other, and move while you're doing the same thing.
Agree.
You keep your ADC alive and you get out of the fight. That I feel is just brilliant.
And I main supports, and I reckon Braum is just like the ultimate.
I think he's
go-to.
100% ban of pick as of now. If he's not banned, he's 100% has to be picked. Like, you're throwing away a really good champion if you do not pick Braum.
I mean, he's everything you want from a support. He's got a lot of CC. You're able to keep your AD carry alive with a hell lot of life. You know,
The additional
as well.
armor and MR.
Exactly.
And at early levels, that armor and MR is the deciding factor between a kill and not a kill. I mean, at level 1, it gives you 15 and 14, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Those are huge values. Imagine you have a level 2 engage and you get an additional 15 and 14 MR onto your AD carry, which pushes them all the way up to 60 MR and 59 MR. Those are ridiculous stats to have at level 2. That makes it really hard for you to be killed, if not walk away with one.
Well, we'll see if they're able to. Well,
So we're underway as of now.
we are in the loading screen, but we were having a couple of issues with OBS, which means that we're going to see, a black screen all throughout. Well, actually, never mind.
Looks like OBS is smart.
Looks like OBS is playing with us today. Just leave the overlays on.
Where did the game go?
I don't know. What did you do?
It's magic.
You killed it.
It'll come back. But the red team was, do you know?
Red team is Feed Sports.
Blue team was Feed Sports, the first pick, right?
Oh, blue team, sorry.
Yeah,
That's,
blue team is Feed Sports
Pluckmagine.
and red team is Pluckmagine. Pluckmagine.
Complicated name.
Yeah. I wonder what the inspiration for the name must have been. Where could you have come up with something like this? Does this in some way mean Pokemon in Russia? Why do we have the Warcraft 3? Oh, that's
Because it's not
What?
borderless, that's the issue.
no, but we have the Warcraft 3 cursor.
I don't know.
That is so
The
cool.
PC has it installed.
Someone installs it on all the PCs randomly.
Blame Noor.
That is the undead cursor for Warcraft 3.
Blame Petcock, man. When in doubt, blame Petcock.
Now I'm
That's
running
it.
out blame
Yeah,
Petcock.
I said that yesterday and I was like, why is it like that?
No, well, I guess we're gonna go into game here. Yeah, I dropped the volume of the stream, so it's fine.
Should I cast?
What?
Should I cast or is it? Are we playing with a directed camera?
To you, if you can manage the camera, sure.
No, this is play directed camera. We won't miss out on any engagements.
First come to shove, we can get Noor to do it.
Yeah, I can do the camera if you guys want.
Entirely up to you.
Okay.
Okay, pretty standard starts across the board. Leona with the relic shield. That extra gold is going to be really helpful for her and her AD carry. And Riven with the long sword 3 pots, playing to go aggressive in that lane with the additional sustain. And we have an invade here by
Oh,
Propagene.
beautiful.
Beautiful hook there. Diamond seems to be in problem. And that,
He's gonna
would he
force
drop?
flash.
No, I
Ignite,
think.
yes.
Oh, the one hit, yes.
Tristana flashes over the wall and gets that kill. So
That
yeah.
is first blood, ladies and gentlemen, to Tristana. The additional goal will be really nice and helpful, but she has to keep in mind now that she's down a flash. 5 minutes of safety in that aggressive lane. This could work both ways. But then again, you know, ever since the change of First Blood comes about, it doesn't give you as much gold, but it gives you that psychological edge over the other team. Three assists going out across the board
Indeed.
to Cloud Machine.
And that puts them up, what, almost
400 gold.
Yeah, 400, 600 gold on top of everything. So yeah, tell us a bit about your League of Legends history while we wait for the teams to set up.
All right, I've been playing League of Legends since season 1. I used to play back in the day when there were only 2 servers, NA and EU West. I used to play on NA because I had most of my friends there. The ping there being around 280, and it was really hard. I mean, I was literally playing with a 1.5 second delay, and I got so used to it. When I came to EU West, I thought the game was in fast forward mode. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, came to US, climbed a few divisions, got a better ping. All in all, a really enjoyable game. Nice, smooth learning curve.
What do you mean? What?
I mean ADC, but my favorite is Master Yi. I know that's a very silly thing to say. People are like, oh my god, he plays a champion that requires no skill at all. Huge hook by Thresh there. Good counter aggression in the bot lane. Riven decides to go ham on Shyvana. This could be problematic, and she forces the flash.
That's the second flash.
That is the second. This is what was bound to happen, though. I mean, they have a really strong early team. Oh, Leona,
Very nice.
that's not gonna work. A beautiful hook by Thresh. What a turnaround this bot lane. They know what's up. They know
Indeed.
how
Both
to get
exhausts being
going.
used, and yeah.
Brilliant. They forced the flash out of Lucian as well.
No, he hasn't. He actually didn't flash.
Oh, he did flash on that one. Alright.
He actually didn't flash.
But this is really good. Oh, okay. We see a
DC in
DC.
there.
We see a
Rage
DC
quit.
coming. Rage quit. No, the stretch too strong. But all in all, a really good trade in favor of Cloud Machine, given the fact that they have the weaker bot lane.
I agree.
This is going to give them a huge advantage in lane because it's going to force a lot of pots out of Lucian, since Tristana still has her pot in hand. So they're going to have about a 2-minute advantage now in bot lane.
The other thing is that Leona doesn't have her exhaust anymore.
Yeah,
Both supports use the exhaust. So I guess that puts Tristana up on a...
that is pretty huge. That is pretty huge.
Well, that is, the tactical DCs.
Guys, this bot lane, we got to rethink this.
Indeed. We need to
No,
make
but,
the remake of all
but both teams are doing they're doing pretty good. I mean, you have both the ADCs at 5 and 6 CS. A bit early to call leads here, but then again, it's expected of Lucian to be slightly higher up in CS. The only problem that I feel with Tristana is in bot lane is her. Whether she likes it or not, she's constantly going to push the wave,
Exactly.
just because of her passive. So it's not really going to work in her favor because she has a hard lane to go up against. And if she could CS under the turret with Thresh's help, that would have been ideal. Wait it out to level 6, play it calm, play it slow. But it's not. I think they're very well aware of the fact that that's how it's going to play out for them. So the counter aggression that they're showing in that lane is brilliant. A really good play by Thresh. Udyr going up top to pay a visit, but it's going to be spotted out by the ward there. Decides still to go in on the Riven. Riven casually backing out of that one.
Without bottom lane, I guess we're gonna. I mean, they got the advantage that there is no gap closing jungler. Like
Yeah.
there's no Lee Sin in a Lee that can sort of
Exactly,
cocoon their way
exactly.
in.
They're very well aware. They know that they have the jungle in their favor only because it's a Warwick. But then again, once that wolf hits 6, he's going to be hunting, and it's very rare that you get out without a kill once you hit 6 with Warwick. Thresh deciding to put out some aggression, and oh my god, the tables have turned so hard in this bot lane. Heal being
Forcing a heal.
used, and it's quite a good disengage. This
She
bot
got
lane,
disengaged there, but it forced the heal out of them.
this bot lane doing tremendous
So that
amounts of
basically
work.
leaves Lucian with flash, and that's it.
This is going to be pretty problematic. Leona has to hurry back into this lane. It's surprising though how these sudden turn of events what was expected and what actually happened. I mean, Tristana is not at all known for this kind of early game aggression. No, not one bit. But her Thresh is really putting in some work.
Well, I guess we can credit it all to that Thresh who's landing. Who's landed every
beautiful
hook.
hooks, beautiful.
Pretty much all the hooks throughout.
Perfectly sneaking it past Leona onto the Lucian. Perfect. Really well executed there, Thresh. Shyvana, on the other hand, being able to push Riven out thanks to the Udyr presence in top lane. She dropped a level behind Shyvana. She instantly took advantage of it. These guys definitely know.
Udyr making his way bottom lane, and there are no wards to sort of counter it.
This could be problematic.
But it might be too early.
There you go. The rocket jump Thresh seems to be in a bit of a problem. Udyr's dot taking away, but he's fine. He's fine.
Dangerous hook right there. Well, I guess that Leona engaged a bit too fast. Didn't allow Udyr to sort of.
And the top lane, there you go. And that was not really recommended by Shyvana. I mean, you do not go in to fight Riven once she hits level 4. Not Ham, you cannot fight her that way.
And Amor pushing Orianna out of the lane.
Kayle, yeah, that's your basic Kayle. I mean, her CSing is going to be such. You can't really approach your range creeps and try to take last hits if Kayle's auto-attacking them. That splash and damage and the passive debuff is huge with Kayle.
We're trying to make something happen in the bottom lane, but the range keeping her away.
They really need to be pushing the advantage. Shyvana here trying to freeze. And we see a bit of disrespect there. Oh, what is this? An all in? And all.
We saw Sykes Jr. yesterday when they played against.
And yeah, that was some sort of disrespectful bait, I would say.
And then Zenith played onto Tristana again.
Tristana jumped.
The rocket jump just keeping everybody.
Huge hook by the Thresh. That's completely worth it. Alright. That's a 2 for 1. Not really worth it, but they got something out of it.
Yeah.
The Thresh was amazing.
They popped all the summoner. Well, I think Tristana could have flashed out of it. I mean, she didn't use the flash.
She could. Udyr's dot was ticking down on her, so it was a do or die for her.
You guys know it?
Yeah, that top lane. I was going to say something about the top lane and I got distracted.
Yeah, the top lane aggression with the Riven.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
The,
Sykes Jr.
the disrespectful bait.
Yesterday when Plokmajin played Undefined in the early stages of the tournament, he made Undefined's top lane work for it. He went 5-0 within the first 10 minutes of the game.
Wow, that is
Sykes Jr. is a player to definitely keep an eye on.
That is a commendable. That is really commendable. Thresh going into that off of the auto attack play, not really connecting, but you can clearly see that this guy knows his champion down. He knows the mechanics. He knows how this champ works.
He was playing a Wukong yesterday. He 5-0'd the Jax in the top lane.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fairly impressive.
He played Wukong against Jax and won the lane 5-0. That is extraordinary. That was a very good game actually. They finished 27-27 at the end. Wow,
And
brilliant.
Benki managed to win at the end.
Tristana taking a lot of damage there in the bot lane, but
Beautiful
rocket
Thresh
jump.
blades sort of keep it away.
Rocket jump again coming to her aid as it usually does. Now the things that have to be kept in mind is Warwick has hit level 6. So the Wolf
We're gonna see him
gonna be
ganking. We're gonna
hunting.
see him ganking.
Looking at the early buys come in, Shyvana decides to armor up against the Riven only because there's no other way to answer to that kind of aggression. Riven on the other hand, basic armor penetration and a brutalizer. Wouldn't be surprised if she goes in for the Tiamat into a Last Whisper, or maybe even given the fact that she's playing top lane at this level, it might be an early range wins as well.
It's interesting seeing that AD carries are picking up boots so late nowadays.
It's only because in this bot lane, for example, Tristana has a jump as a gap closer or as an escape tool. Lucian, on the other hand, has a very here comes Warwick again. Beautifully worked. Oh, but Tristana's are coming in a bit early. Lucian overhealing that, but Warwick's got his
This
son.
Thresh, man, this Thresh is making plays.
He's not gonna let this go. There you go. Lucian out of mana, unfortunately.
And they're gonna continue chasing.
Oh,
these
they're
rocket
still on
jumps.
this. The rocket jump with the slow coming in.
Ignite goes
Luna's
off.
not gonna make
Yeah, that's
it.
it.
Double kill for the Wolf. The Wolf putting in work. Level 6. It's his time to shine, man.
Man, I think Thresh gets the MVP in this game. that lantern.
Amazing work being put on. And it looks like it's going to be an uncontested dragon, obviously. So, since bot lane is annihilated by that Warwick gang.
Yeah, that top lane. Look at Riven out farming.
That's
Shyvana
an
completely.
interesting lead, but it's to be expected only because Riven has so much pressure on her right now, so much pressure.
I think.
And Udyr seems to be in a spot of trouble. Riven, you.
But look at Riven's damage.
Oh my God, that was
Just
an,
missing broken wings there.
that was an accidental Q in the wrong direction. Else Udyr was. He might have gone down by that because I don't think his W would have come up in time to save him from the ignite tick. But then again,
But look at this. I mean, just Riven on her own forcing 3 members of Feed Sports to come in to defend that blue.
and this is exactly what they must have asked for because they have a weak bot lane. That's what we think. That is what is supposed to be in practicality, but that doesn't seem to be so.
Yeah, that's threat.
Riven's doing her job. She's supposed to get as many members of the other team into top lane as possible to give her other lanes advantage. Because come, let's say, mid to late game, she's not going to be that effective given the fact that Shyvana is going to be jumping in. Lucian's going to be keeping her distance. Shyvana seems to be going ham on this one.
Oh, actually, no, she doesn't.
Burnout running out. Burnout
Very nice
running
flash
out.
by Riven there.
Riven not wind to back. You can see Warwick making his way top lane.
I wonder if they can
Shyvana
get
should
it.
know what's up.
No, Riven. Oh, that's
Beautiful stun to a shield, and Shyvana would be going down by this one. Udyr.
He's way top. So let's see how.
Udyr is slightly late to this party, but he's there nonetheless.
I don't think he should stick in the top lane. It's not in his best interest to do.
Yeah, not when the lane's this pushed out. He's not going to get any
3
XP
levels
out of
behind
it
Riven
either.
and 2 levels behind Warwick. Intervention in the mid lane gets popped. Flash. Oh,
Beautiful turn, beautiful turn by Orianna there, knowing, calculating it to the last point, knowing how much damage she can take on that tower, assisting obviously Udyr with the flash. Well done, Udyr. The Riven getting a bit, I would say, overconfident after that one.
Box gets popped in the bottom lane. Leona finds herself taking a lot of damage. The
Oh,
armor was too strong.
huge
And exhaust
play,
gets
huge
down
play.
Lucian and. They're not
This
gonna pick up
bot
the
lane
kill.
back and forth. This bot lane back and forth. It's
Yeah,
not
why not?
supposed to be this way. From the games I've seen, it's not. Tristana's not supposed to be doing this. But this Thresh, my God, his shoulders must be hurting right now. That's indeed really good job.
Culling gets popped to try and
Defensive
keep
culling.
going back. But I mean, they're doing good. I mean, Lucian's doing a very good job at CSing.
Lucian
He
and
didn't
Tristana
fight,
doing an
just
amazing job. Yeah, where CS is concerned, these two guys are toe to toe, and then they're doing an amazing job. 76 CS in 12 minutes. Given the fact that there were so many engages in bot lane, they're doing a good job in keeping up with the farm.
And you see Kale picked up that Stinger already.
Yeah.
He's gonna be building into that Natural Tooth.
What would be really interesting is I want to see. Oh,
Oh, Tristana goes in. Oh,
And
that beautiful flash
there
to get
you
away
go.
from that solar flare. And now a rocket jump to get away as well.
Really well played by Tristana.
Warwick and Kale making their way into the bottom lane. The stun goes
It's not
down.
gonna end well, and Udyr's gonna go down as well. The intervention is gonna
What a
come in.
brilliant turnaround. Thresh is
Beautiful.
gonna die there. Or we can swap if you want. I mean, if you want to do color casting.
So that was really huge. The team fights were really good. I mean, that was really well played. It's unfortunate that the Thresh went down to tower shots, but okay. I mean, I reckon maybe Kale could have popped intervention there to save the Thresh, but then again, they got a 3-for-1 on that one, so it's definitely worth it. Taking a look at the gold. Black Machine running away with it as of now, 5,000, roughly 5,000. It's a
2 tower ahead as well.
at minute 13, it's quite dangerous.
Here for Riven jumping over the wall. In that bottom lane, that Tristana and that Thresh are playing extremely well.
Oh, it's so well.
That flash to get out, super quick flash to get away from a solar flare, and then a rocket jump away from for another stun.
Such good reflexes on that one.
LCS plays.
LCS, hashtag, man, hashtag.
Hashtag
that.
Faker. Faker the playmaker. Oh my god. This is an interesting match to watch. Yeah. Udyr trying to make something happen in the top lane, but Riven hugging that wall.
If Riven sticks around, she's gonna be in a spot of trouble. That's for sure.
They might dive her if she sticks around too long. But Kale and Warwick are making the wall. Then go. Oop. And Riven goes in, despite, with very low HP. Intervention is down, so...
But the UD was dropped instantly. That was a huge kill. And Rihanna not finding herself in a good spot to be.
Shockwave used defensive. Oh,
That was really close.
that's so close. That would have been an amazing hook. That would have been a hook to lantern, I reckon.
Yeah, that would have been a playmaking hook.
Exactly. Hook to lantern. Wait for it. Nope.
No, Oriana knows what's up. She's
Yeah.
gonna back out of this one. So I guess it's the bot lane turret being traded for the mid lane. But then again, Block Machine are up in turrets as of now. They're up 3-1. That's the entire row of tier 1 turrets out of the way. Now this might turn out to be a problem for Team Feed, given the fact that you're now restricted to your tier 2 turrets and the vision for that follows with
Exactly.
it. Mid lane being the most important spot. Your highly contested areas of Baron and Dragon might start becoming an issue. Their jungle starts opening up to Block Machine. And you know there are many more ganking routes that suddenly become an option to Block Majin.
Well, and we can see that now. I mean, they're dropping. You can see they're dropping wards in that bottom.
Yeah, those deep wards.
Very
Block
deep.
Majin are definitely gonna capitalize on these early turrets.
Now this dragon is gonna go to Pugma Jane.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
gonna be
uncontested.
up in about 2 seconds. I don't think.
Feedsport's pinging it, but I don't think they're gonna get there in time. Well, I guess we're gonna see a 5v5 here. Oh, what a beautiful thresh hook!
This thresh.
And is Tristana gonna pick up the lantern? Yes,
Oh, here comes Kale.
he'll
The
pick
right
up the
person
lantern.
picks up that lantern. The intervention there. Oh, and Tristana and Warwick make short work of the UD.
And Tristana and Warwick just sitting in the back line doing nothing.
UD. Oh, that was
Intervention onto Kale to completely deny that.
beautiful hook there. That's actually kind of shot Leona on the tracks.
Culling comes out, but it doesn't hit anybody. And the shockwave from Oriana trying to make something happen gets double kill. But Warwick's lifesteal is too strong. Leona might be the next to fall. Oh, a beautiful Zenith played. But, I mean, that is a... I guess that's tough.
That was quite a impactful team fight, given the fact that they traded 3 for 2. But on the other hand, Riven they're taking another tier 2 turret. That top lane doesn't look like a good spot to be in right now. I mean, they have to really put in work to balance things out, especially where the top lane's concerned, because it basically puts Riven on an island. You know, she can keep constantly split pushing this lane and getting closer and closer to the inhibitor, given the huge amount of damage that she has, which may be really problematic to Team Feed, because they'd have to commit 3 people going all the way across the map to defend against this Riven, who's right now itemized really well.
That Ravenous
for a
Hydra is going to
16
allow her to
minute
push
Riven.
really hard.
Yeah.
What I mean, Plugmagin is so far ahead. We saw that dragon fight. It was a 4v5. Plugmagin was managed to pick up the dragon, pick up 3 kills. Right? So they traded a dragon.
Actually, it didn't really work out in their favor, but the fact that they picked up Dragon and they got the gold for it kind of evened out the trade, because it was a 4 for 2-ish exchange in the favor of Team Feed. They kind of equalized the gold there, but then again, gold across the board in the accounts of each member of the team is better distributed with Club Magic's percent, and they're just running through with this.
Tristana's just flashing for the sake of flashing.
They're just running through this one. Udi is trying to make something happen.
Solar
Good
flare.
solar flare there, but
To Warwick. Still getting focused down here. Dragon's descent gets
good
used,
spot.
and
Tristana with the resets.
with the tower shots. She's been tanking tower shots since the very beginning. And I think Plugmagin, I mean, despite them being ahead, they've gotta hold it together.
And that's what I told you. This Riven, she's on her island right now. Team there, team feed, team die, team kill. I'm on my island. I will take this inhibitor, and I will get 3 people up here. So you can do what you want in the other lane, which is a really, really sensible way to play this right now.
I agree, but then they're giving away. I think Plugmagin's giving away too many kills.
That's true, but then again, an 18-minute inhibitor. I mean, if for example, if it were to be pushed that far and that fast, would be really problematic.
Well, she has a Ravenous Hydra. I mean, the next couple waves could mean an inhibitor.
Because Riven definitely knows her champion's limitation. She knows that she cannot really go up against a Shyvana. Plus, given the fact that her teammates might be around, they're well warded, but then again, she prefers to back off because her team just lost a fight. She wouldn't want to give out another kill. Shyvana has hit that point where she becomes this tanky, really huge tanky bruiser, because her skills starting to get capped out. And
If we look at items, let's just look at items for a bit. I mean, look at Shyvana sitting 90 CS. She's sitting on nothing. She's got no items on her.
as of now, no completed items, which is not a good thing, because she's gonna be the one responsible for the initiation. Because the Udyr, on the other hand, he didn't really go for the tanky Udyr build. He went more for the DPS.
Yeah.
I think he's playing a Tiger stance Udyr, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's a Tiger stance Udyr. So this kind of Udyr is really good for solo kills, and that's what he was trying to do by putting in so much aggression on the other lanes. The other Udyr that you can play is the Phoenix stance Udyr. That's more for utilitarian Udyr, as in he would come into lanes, pressure them, push them, build into a tank over time, and it's helpful for the team as well. He wouldn't die. This Udyr, on the other hand, if he doesn't get going early, it becomes a problem. I mean, he does have 3 kills under his belt, but the 5 deaths kind of ruin that advantage for him. But it's scary to see this kind of Udyr at work when he gets a Zephyr and a Triforce.
Look at that beautiful hook again. They decide to back out instead. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Ravenous Hydra completed by joined by Riven.
Nice hook onto
What a
Shyvana.
poke.
So
Yeah.
all the solar flare being popped there. Solar flare
That was a
being
very
popped too
bad,
early.
very desperate call. Sort of.
They didn't even have proper vision in the mid lane, but
Now watch Warwick come off the wall, and Orianna instantly flashes out of it. Oh, that's one down. Shockwave lands, but it's not, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Look at Tristana in the backline just pushing.
this is just overcommitment.
Yeah.
And
Intervention onto that Warwick to keep him alive. And Riven's still on the top lane, just pushing and pushing.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh god. Yeah, but this is one-sided to say the least.
Blue team's inhibitor has been
It's not
destroyed.
looking very good for Team Beast here.
And that's exactly what we were talking about before. Riven's on her island, Riven's doing her job, and here you go, 2 inhibitors for you right now.
I'm gonna point out something I just realized. Diamond is playing for Feed Sports as a jungler, when Diamond is generally there to carry. That is something I just realized. That's an interesting swap.
This roster swap really isn't working out for them now. is
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I've played with Diamond and I've seen him, jungle. He's comfortable in the jungle, but to take it into a tournament level gameplay like that, it's too much of a risky move.
It is, and I mean they must have thought of it more as like a high risk, high reward factor kind of thing, but the risk here.
I think I'm Feed Sports a team that does fine the way they used to play. I mean, I don't see why they should have swapped. I don't know. I haven't spoken to them, but I don't see why they should have swapped Diamond and put him in the jungle. I find them a very good AD carry.
But then again, the Lucian is not doing too bad given the fact that he was pressured equally hard by the Thresh and Tristana in bot lane. At least CS wise he's kept up, but Tristana, she's a monster right now. That Phantom Dancer, Infinity Edge, and she's one of those AD carries that you can forego lifesteal only because you have humongous range and you're way out at the back. It's hard to get to you. If they have to get to you, they have to walk through the entire front line of the team.
And the other thing is that Thresh has that Crucible, so keep her alive. Just
The Crucible and the Relic Shield. Catering to Tristana perfectly, and this
That is
is
an uncontested Baron right
this is a really sneaky play and a good one nonetheless.
there. Look at the vision control. I mean, Clockmagin has the entire top jungle warded for with the Feed Sports.
How are Feed Sports going to answer to this one?
I wonder. They have to group up, I reckon.
They
can't-
definitely have to group, but I don't think they have the kind of DPS to take this team down.
We've got Kayle and Riven, to sort of split push. So
No,
you either kill the two, or one of them is eventually gonna, crawl into your base, like they're doing now.
Look at that stand. It's like the Spartan army marching in. Like, let's hold them at the Hell Gates. That's the 2 towers
Beautiful
there.
threat here going to Orianna. Shockwave gets juiced up.
Huge shockwave there.
And like we said earlier, it was followed up by a solar flare. But it's just, it's too late into the game.
They're too far ahead right now to make this work for them.
4 for 1.
Tristana literally 3-shotting that Lucian.
They need 4 for 1 again.
And this
Leona forcing herself back to base.
looks like it's gonna be game.
Not gonna do
Such low HP bars. Karthus press R, get money. Come on, man.
Carthus record win, GG. And that is the first game of the day. Clockmagin moving up to the losers bracket semifinals, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, guys. Thank you to LoL Smash for casting. Thank you for Q Club for allowing us to use their computers. Q Club Lamsi in Dubai, UAE.
First cast.
We have a second game currently running on Gaming TV 2.
Yeah, that
which teams are currently playing that?
That is a good question, my friend. I don't know.
I think it's it's Creation versus CDN. So if you'd like to check that game out, go ahead and switch to that channel.
29 minutes into it, and it's 14-11. So I mean, it's not as one-sided as the game we just watched.
So it should be a good game to watch until we can bring you the next game on this channel.
Yep.
All right, guys. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes. Thanks.
That's what I'm talking about. Damn. Eat shit and die. Eat shit and die. Damn, I'm good.